What's up, baby dolls? You and I are going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies. That's that time. It's coming right here. Shout out to Mr. Hex Lotus, quoting Mr. Shill Gates. The people who constantly poop on PulseChain and Richard Hart seem to lead very sad lives. I can't imagine being that negative all the time. It's deeply reflective of unhappiness. Yes, sir. The thing is, I mean, like getting a bit Dr. Phil, what actually happens is, right, see, we believe in something and a lot of people don't. So they want to believe in something, but they're watching us fail in their eyes because they have such a short time frame, because they're like thinking in their mind, oh, imagine I believed with them. And they're watching the prices go down and down and down, Hex down, everything down, soy, Lana, soy, Trump token, Melania, grifting, PumpFun token extraction, soy everywhere. Everyone's got a soy latte. Nobody has a skim latte. Absolutely no protein milk or protein to be seen on site. It's all soy. So they're watching these things go down and they're thinking in their minds, oh my gosh, imagine I believed with you suckers. I'd be wrecked. But they totally ignore when we say, you got to delay gratification. You're not allowed to get dopamine. You have to wait a very long time. We don't know how long. We're willing to wait forever. We hope it's a short time. That's why markets go the way they do, right? That's why everybody comes on FOMO buys the top, because they're like, oh my gosh, you're finally feeling good. Now it's time for me to get in. That's why, I mean, like, not just with pDAI. I mean, like, we'll probably find more buyers for pDAI at $1 than right now. We'll probably also find, obviously not financial advice, we'll probably also find PulseChain has, not probably, we will. There will be a lot of buyers for PulseChain at 10x SAC price versus now. Okay, there'll be a lot more buyers. Have you seen what's happening on LibertySwap Finance? Check it out. So Alon, truck it, Jew mode. So Alon, friends, is the founder of PumpFun. Okay, I think this is a real post. He said Jew mode. And they started dumping the pump token. He did tell us. So remember, PumpFun, friends, it's trading at around, you're about 50% on side from the pre-sale ICO. It's about 4 billion. Look, man, it could just be a full extraction at this point. I mean, like, they're losing all the volume. And look, Sol ETH is going down still. So, you know, could have topped out. I'm not saying it has. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, Soy ETH ratio is still going down, and Ethereum hasn't even started yet, bro. Like, we are still drinking soy over here in Ethereum land. You haven't seen Vitalik do a push-up yet. You haven't seen institutions start bringing out the big targets for Ethereum. Once Ethereum crushes 5,000, what are they going to be talking about? 10, 15, 20, 25. You know? That's why when Bitcoin hit 100K, everyone starts talking about 1 million. You see? That's what we're waiting for. Hoping everyone makes it, but we'll see. Check this out. CL, our favorite cat. This trucking coin while others are sending. How do I get a German citizenship? Okay, I think, jeez, man. Oh, man, that's what happens when we're dealing with, like, dopamine up and down. That's how people react. Now, obviously, what he's talking about is the fact that PumpFun tokens going down as, like, other things are starting to go up. Like, even Ethereum's rising. So it is what it is, man. It's exit signal. You guys should know better, by the way. Like, you guys call top signals and everything, but now when you're in, you stop saying that. That's why, friends, what we might even find is maybe Richard Hart comes out and does a sacrifice at the top of this cycle. Yeah? Even though everyone knows it's the top, they don't want to believe it's the top. You know? Funny. Say it with me. LaBuBu NFTs on Coinbase. The only thing you regret is that you didn't buy more. Oh, wow. They actually put them on here. LaBuBu fan club. Yeah, they're just trying to, you know, take some real world stuff and put it on the chain. You never know. One of these things is going to hit. We don't know what it is. World Liberty financial holders have approved to make WLFI tradable with 99.94% voting yes. So as we're going to see, governments and DAOs, I guess they are the future. It doesn't make the coin pump because it's a Trump token. That's what makes the coin pump. Here we have Coinbase. Coinbase Pay is now on Shopify. We're going to roll this out to every merchant. Brands like Airhorn are already supporting USDC payments. Wow. So here's this dude shaking his hands, probably talking about something important. This guy looks a bit like Cryptos R Us George, just like a bit of American Dad version out here. What we've got to do is play some angel music for everybody who doesn't believe in the StableCoin SuperCycle. It's kind of funny, friends. Mr. Shill Gates, he did one of these tweets. He did like a tweet. He said, I didn't get this StableCoin SuperCycle. He goes, because obviously he's heard you guys have been talking about it from me. And then he says, I didn't get it. It's just, it makes no sense to me. And I'm like, bro, Mr. Shill Gates, that's exactly why you got to look into it, because you don't get it. Because in crypto, when you come across anything and you're like, I didn't get it. Start looking, dude. Start looking. All right? Because you don't get it as in you see people excited, but it hasn't hit you yet. Start looking. Because you're probably confused like everybody else. But once everyone's excited, it's too late. Nothing to see here, says the corrupt-in-chief. Just a bridge too far for much of MAGA. So he's referring to Donald Trump has come out and done a tweet, and he said that the Epstein file, Epstein Island, is a hoax by the Democrats. Like I said, say it with me. It's a conspiracy supercycle. It's a red pill supercycle. It's an alien supercycle, which means Ethereum pumps. Yeah, man, blue pillars. I'm telling you now, dude, you're going into a deep bear market. Michael Saylor featured on the cover of Forbes as the Bitcoin alchemist. Wow, again? Man, there you go, documenting Saylor. Yeah, that's great. Bitcoin alchemist, you know. We'll see, friends, we'll see. I just want to show you as well, I think it's now, maybe we want to have a quick peek at the MicroStrategy to BTC ratio. It's still curling up to the top. That's wonderful. Look, it's curling up to the top. So hopefully it comes out here, and you never know, it might top out here, might come out here, fill this wick, something happens, right? And we're going to watch it, right? We want to watch the, you can go to the Bitcoin treasuries, which will be very interesting for us. Just in case, you don't know anything's going to repeat, just in case the net asset value premium of stocks, just in case it repeats like Grayscale. So right now it's at 1.78. So maybe at the very end, last 3 months of wherever the bull is, this thing clocks to zero, where there's no longer a premium. It starts selling off randomly. Not now, though. Not now. We still haven't got the mania part is, okay? But we'll see. We'll see. It's at 1.78. If it trades at 1, it means there's no premium on the Bitcoin. It means you probably exhausted a lot of buyers. That's what happened at Grayscale BTC. It doesn't have to hit there, but it's just one of our things. So we're going to wait it out. Check out Bashara. Can you guess what I'm cooking? I hope it's a muffin. It could also look like a lump of Ethereum. Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a long bear market. Oh, a post by me. Friendly reminder that Jeffrey Epstein died under the Trump administration back in 2019. And then 2 hours after Israel's Netanyahu visited Trump, they started denying the Epstein list ever existed. Anyway, the news is all for Ghazi. Time for a crypto alt season. So here is Trump's post. Their new scam is what we'll forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. My past supporters have bought into this bullshit. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Are you surprised? Oh, just, you know, don't put your faith. You learn, bro. Don't put your faith in politicians. You know, I believe in memes, okay? Tyler Durden. ETH's final target on the trade is 3,800. Holding spot to 10K per coin. So Tyler Durden, he believes in Bitcoin, loves Bitcoin, Bitcoin OG of sorts. Holding spot to 10K. Everyone just says numbers up like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Here you have Gainsey with another PumpFun thing. Could be paid by PumpFun themselves. They have an allocation to streamers. 3% of the token supply of all PumpFun is given to streamers. So that pretty much confirms all of these people. Man, they all do it all sneaky. They all go, hey, I'm going to start streaming, and then they're all getting paid. So I hope it works out, man. I hope it works out. Bet more by LibertySwap Finance. Daily report. No pending transactions. No failed transactions. Have a great day. Thank you. Oh, you know the one heading straight to $1. Awesome. Hopefully that means Hex as well, and pDAI and everything else out here. Coexistence Steven. These videos don't get many views yet, but they are evergreen, timeless waiting. As more people wake up to the truth, PulseChain's power isn't in chasing pumps. It's in building and becoming the ecosystem. Awesome. That's wonderful, sir. So you have, pDAI, Atropa, and everything out here. Hopefully we all win and everything starts to crank. ChainLink news from Chris Barrett. ChainLink secures 83.6% of Ethereum DeFi. This is all Painlink. Wonderful. Washington, D.C. is paying attention to both. So yeah, hopefully Painlink goes up. It's about $16. So if it does a 10x from here, it'll be 100 billion market cap. Maybe that's a nice round number. Hopefully it pops to 200. It's a nice family-friendly coin. It is what it is. Here you have Ethereum Maxi Sassel. Just to let you know, friends, it's interesting for PulseChain community to report. People in Ethereum message me a lot and they say, Somi, why did you go to the dark side? Why are you on the dark side? And I'm thinking, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, they think Richard Fart is the dark side. That's funny. What do you mean the dark side, bro? Dude, we've just released an enhancement on Tornado Cash. Did you know that? Did you know that? Richard Fart, Public Treasury with PulseChain, has 166,000 meth. Okay, it's like it's third in the world. You know that? Richard Fart probably has an extremely aggressive ratio of Ethereum. Also, did you know Richard Fart might or might not, probably might, release a big stablecoin yield farm because pDAI is going to be a community takeover of eDAI because MakerDAO came and backstabbed everybody and they've done their bullshit voting with like the 8 people who have the highest votes or whatever it is. And now they're sucking off BlackRock. Do you know that? Because they want to get to 100 billion market cap. So what they've basically said is, they said, screw your privacy, screw CBDC hatred. We like CBDC. That's USDSS for soy. They're sunsetting out eDAI and they've moved to USDSS for soy. Did you know that? You do know that. Of course. Why are you turning a blind eye to that? Don't pretend that that's not happening. It's happening right now, bro. So pDAI is a community taker of eDAI. What makes it different? There's no blacklist function, bro. Can't turn it off. Isn't that nice? Might even give yield to all the cucks holding Tether and USDC. Isn't that nice? It is nice. You know what's even better? Someone who's made 5,400 YouTube videos telling you that there's 3 conferences per year, 170 content creators, 70 streamers, and the market has priced it as dead, but it's actually not dead. Very interesting, sirs. Sassel. 48% of all Ethereum validators are now signaling for a gas limit of 45 million or greater. Almost there. So what does that mean? So with Ethereum, all the miners and stakers, they're basically saying, hey, let's make the chain faster. We all want to make the chain, I guess, I think that's what happens, right? They put the black limit up 25%, you know, just to make they're toggling it up. Interesting, right? Here we have strategic Ethereum reserve post from Fabda. It reached 5.4 billion. This is cool. 1.6 million ETH. PulseChain's 10% of that. That's pretty funny. Here you have Richard RHMaxi, Hex PulseChain. Come join the DGen round table. Once again, live streams, people showing their faces. Guys, it's simple, bro. Do you want to bet against the community that shows their face when things are down 99%? Do you want to bet against that community while the PMI has been below 50 for 32 months? The manufacturing PMI data. While Ethereum has cucked everybody and ETH BTC is down this low. You know? Do you really want to bet against that? It's like you just watched Mike Tyson punch someone in the head 8 times, and every time they got knocked down, they just got back up. And then Mike Tyson pulls out like a pistol. Right? He pulls out a pistol and he starts shooting him. He starts shooting him, friends. He starts shooting him, and then they get back up again. Then he shoots him down again. Then he eats one of their ears off. Like in the zombie movies. And then they get up again. Do you want to bet against that? I don't want to bet against that. Here we have a post from GIGA. Rectum. That sax is never going to move. Don't ask me how I know that. Legally, it's not moving. Word for word, verbatim. Boomertard doesn't even realize that Richard Hart has sold Ethereum and bought like 50 million of Pulse with those funds already from the SAC wallets. Once over a few weeks at the start of 2024 and again after the SEC first defeat. So yeah, friends, do you remember he did rotate some of the funds in at the beginning of last year in that first week. So some people believe they will never be able to do it. I mean, beat the SEC. So stop DMing me that I found the next MOG. Stop sending me your 10K shitters. You found it? Really? I'm happy for you. So obviously it's a MOGGERS cycle. We've got MOG on PulseChain. It's only 1%, I believe, the size of the... no, it's actually, I think it's 0.1%. I think it's very, very low. 0.1% of the size of the MOG on Ethereum. You know, but we just got to wait for him to wake up. And we all just keep on believing. Watch the YouTube numbers as well. So friends, watch my YouTube numbers. If you're starting to see my numbers, it'll correlate with price, right? You probably will start to see my subs accelerate more now. Views start skyrocketing. And other people as well. So this is Downey Edouard. The crypto bull market's heating up. Retail is starting to come back. My YouTube videos and subscribers are climbing. I'm back in the top 50. I don't even know who you are, Mr. Downey Edouard, thinking crypto. Congratulations to you, sir. So Yeah, all the numbers just start, it's all correlated with the price. That's the unfortunate part, right? You don't get price down 50% and your numbers are like up 300%. It doesn't happen like that. We all move with the price. It's network effects, right? The more people are watching, the price goes up. The less people are watching, price goes down. It's, you know, it's just pretty much how it works. Here we have Mr. Onizuka. PulseChain update. What are we aping into?
What's good, PulseChain fam? Onizuka checking in. Top 5 gainers on deck. But first, unleash the beast. It's Sasquatch time.
So I'm thinking Doubtcoin.
Or maybe Pepe. That's got a ring to it.
Get that stinky girl out of the spa. I want to hear what the ape is saying.
What about $8?
311%, Bitcoin 18%, PTGC 17%.
Oh my gosh. It's an alien super cycle. Once again. Well done.
Mr. 15%, and STETH 14%.
That's it for today. Stack your bags, trust the mission, and I'll see you when it moves again.
Man, AI is getting really good. Well done, Mr. Onizuka. You make amazing AI stuff, dude. You make amazing content. Well done. I forgot to tell you. Friends. I was hanging a pooper. I was having a pooper. It's a post-coffee pooper. Jim Cramer is bearish on Ethereum. This is the biggest news of all. Okay, which you must see. I was literally, friends, I was on the pooper, pulled out my phone, open up Twitter, as you do. First tweet that appeared was this. Where are the sellers in SharpLink Gaming now that it became an Ethereum play? Like, friends, you know, the clouds parted and God's hand comes down and then he opens up his fist and he says, "Here, here's a peg for you, my child." I couldn't believe it. Jim Cramer, friends, literally, so he's just watched Ethereum spike up and he says, "Hey, you should be selling it. Sell this dog shit." So you can't predict the mind of the inverse oracle god. Do you see how random it is? I'm telling you, just can't. He's got some sort of edge, man. He's like, I'm fading this one. So that's how you know, okay, it's intergalactic heights coming. Wow. He's basically saying, of course, remember, SharpLink Gaming is the MicroStrategy of Ethereum. It's SBET. That's the coin that went up. It's a stock that went up, and actually show you the stock price. This is it right here. So SharpStink did a huge spike up, dropped 90%, and it started to rally again, up 300% here. Man, that'll be funny if it does that and actually just swoops back up. So this is what he's seeing. He's watched this thing gap up 35%, which is a lot for stocks, right? Ah, man, that's great. So the inverse oracle god. Now, I believe, you know, this is our permission to pump now. There we go. Permission to pump. Where are we going to go from here? We'll see, friends, you know. Ultimately, this is the Ethereum monthly chart. We're like right here. Remember, the key level is this 3,800. Once we're up here, and then but we do the squiggle part, or we go up and retrace. That might be it. We go up. You never know, like hit 5K, come back to like 3,959. That's the retest, and then we're actually ready to go up. Remember, there's a fib here. This is 1 trillion. You know, there's 14K up here. So, you know, it's totally outside of our control. Let's hope we're on the right path. Like, subscribe, really button, all. Catch you soon.